Yeah, we'll go back and take a look at it. I'm sure there were some good things and some not so good things throughout the game. Um, the results were better. Not sure if that is reflective of everything. We'll take a look at it, but we got a lot of work to do. But I think there's some things to build on.
Coach, you threw the challenge flag on the obvious fumble. It looked like the back was still going forward. What was communicated with Brad Allen to you that made
Progress?
sort of like the Flacco play a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really couldn't challenge it because they ruled forward progress.
Even without a whistle, you're not allowed to challenge that. If
Well, once it's forward progress, the
Yeah.
runner's down, and so it doesn't matter what happens after that. I don't think the runner was down, but if they rule forward progress, then it's not challengeable.
Hey, Coach. How much was the running game effective in the second half, for you to decide to stick with it and to, chew up some clock on that, especially the third quarter?
Yeah, we were just trying to move the ball, get some first downs, and get some production offensively. Didn't really have any in the first half, so we were able to do that, and that settled the game down a little bit for us.
Bill, Devin Lucien, a guy who was on the practice squad 2 years ago and then last year with you during the preseason and then with 5 different teams. Since he's been back with you in camp and in this first preseason game, what developments have you noticed from him?
Yeah, Devin works hard, like he did for us. Last year he got injured at the end of preseason, and so we weren't able to keep him on the practice squad because of the injury settlement and so forth. So we were able to get him back this year, and he's come in, worked hard, given us some good plays in practice, gave some good plays tonight. So we'll just keep going. But he gained some experience in some other organizations. In the end, he's pretty familiar with what we do, but I'm sure that being at those other places were good learning experiences for him.
Bill, I know Tom hasn't played in this first preseason game in the past, but just curious what went into the decision to go with Hoyer for the start and not have Tom take some reps tonight?
What? I'm sorry.
What went into the decision for Tom not to take any snaps tonight?
Yeah, some players played, some players didn't. So we tried to play people who we wanted to take a look at and give some reps to.
Good opportunity for Brian Hoyer to get an extended look and work with the offense?
I mean, all the guys that had an opportunity to play, they're all good opportunities. So,
what'd you like about how Brian ran the offense tonight?
Yeah, he did some good things. We didn't have a lot of success offensively in the first half. Didn't have any success on third down. But no, that was a good possession before the half. It showed good poise and played some situation football there. Had more success in the second half. So, again, there's still a lot of things for us to work on, but there's a few things to build on too. So, it's about the way it usually is.
Bill, Juwan Bentley was productive out there. It looked like he might have been the defensive play caller for a little bit of the game. What kind of progress have you seen from him on the field and I guess just from the mental aspect since the spring?
Yeah, Juwan's a smart kid, so mental's never been an issue with him. We used multiple signal colors tonight, so as we have in practice. So, but doing it in the game is a little bit different. The experience is different. So we had 3, maybe even 4 guys doing it over the course of the game. So, again, just obviously we've had a lot of guys that have done it: Hightower, Van Noy, Landon Roberts. But we had some other guys get a chance to do it tonight too: Christian, Bentley. So, it's a good experience for them.
Bill, when you guys asked Jeremy Hill to come in lighter, is that the kind of runner the way he ran tonight? Is that the way you hoped that he'd bring to the offense?
Yeah, I think we have good depth and competition at running back. All those guys have performed well in the spring and training camp, and the ones that played tonight, had an opportunity. Mike and Jeremy both got a number of carries. Ralph got carries too. I don't know if we had 30 carries, but we must have had close to that. So it's a good opportunity for all those guys to carry the ball a little bit, to have some contact, read blocks. certainly our offensive line had a chance to come off on the ball and do some run blocking. So that'll help us in the evaluation of those players, and also again give us something to build on schematically from some corrections that we need to make or some things that we did well.
Bill, how did you feel about the production of Ryan Allen in the kicking game tonight?
Yeah, again, like everything, there were some, we did some decent things. There's some things obviously we need to do better. So, that includes everybody, the kickers, the coverage people, blocking in the return game, overall coordination in the return game. So there were some good things, but again, we have a long way to go. Got a lot of work to do, but we're underway. And so, like I said, we'll build off the things we did well and try to correct the things that we need to improve on.
Bill, Brian said that one thing that was emphasized at halftime was it's just going to take one play at a time. It's going to take one step after each other, to get back into the game. I'm curious, in a preseason game like this, how valuable is it for the coaching staff to kind of reinforce that at halftime when you're in the situation you're in?
Yeah, well, obviously we didn't do a very good job of that in the first half. So, coaching staff, starting with me, didn't. We didn't do as well as they did in the first half. But it was good to see the players respond. It was good to see them play with, let's say, more urgency, better execution, just an overall higher effort and performance level in the second half. And so, that was good. But we have to get going a lot sooner than that. We can't be down 17-0. I mean, that's not. We're not going to win many games doing it that way. So we have to coach better. We have to play better. We have to. We have to have more production earlier in the game than we had tonight. But it was good to see us respond to, a negative situation there, score at the end of the half, and score to start third quarter, get a stop on defense, score again, 2-point conversion, field goal at the end of the half. We had a couple of good situational series, so, we can teach off that.
Bill, do you tend to get more out of evaluations from the games or the practices? Are the games kind of a test after the preparation?
Everything, yeah. We evaluate everything, so it all counts.
Hey, Bill. Ralph Webb showed a little fight tonight. Not only had some decent yards, scored, but took a big hit, and then after that made a couple of big plays. Just a little bit on what you see from a rookie, what you've seen from him in practice.
I think that's pretty much what we've seen from Ralph all the way through. He sort of was like at Vanderbilt. He ran hard. He was tough. He's not the biggest guy, but he's got good strength for his size, and he runs hard. And he got hit a lot down there. He showed us that in the spring and in training camp. He's a tough kid that runs with good pad level. He's got good speed, and catches the ball well. He made a nice catch on the 2-point play. It was not an easy. I mean, wouldn't say it was like but it was a low ball. He made a good adjustment on the catch and got it in. So, but he's been kind of like that his whole, I'd say, going all the way back to his freshman year and his career at Vanderbilt. He had a lot of production down there, ran hard, took a lot of hits, like all the backs do in that conference. And then he's given us that same type of effort. So it's good to see him in game action, be able to break some tackles, get downhill, get some tough yards. But he's done that plenty before. So, okay, great, thank you. Appreciate it.